2023 has really showed me that you will experience things and you will not understand what is going on, and that might not be the chapter where you have to understand what is going on, but God gonna show you why he has done the things that he has done, and he has showed me. So let's get into it. So what's this topic going to be about today? It's going to be about what I have learned in 2023. It's a lot, but let's go. In my heart, my mind, and my body. My body says hey honey. Welcome to Honey's Privacy, where I talk all things honey. My name is Destiny Martins and I am so excited to do this video. I haven't made a YouTube video ever since COVID. The first one I'm going to talk about is coming closer to God. Now, I'm going to give you a little detail about who I am. I grew up in a Muslim home, but I also grew up in the USA before I came to Nigeria. So I didn't even know nothing about Islam. I only knew about Christianity. So I was not really spiritually inclined, but I just knew that there was this prayer that my grandma or my dad used to tell me to do. And I knew that there was God, but I had no clue how close or, who he's supposed to be to me. So by the time I got to Nigeria, I had to learn another language, another culture, and everything else. It was stressful. Then, dealing with Islam, because my mom is a Muslim, I could not bother to learn about Islam because it was so structured. Then they're mixing Yoruba, they're adding Arabic. It just did not fit with me, especially with the fact that I was already Americanized. I cannot be tamed. I was really going through that time of my life where I was really trying to figure out myself, and I was not going to be who I do not want to be. I really felt like that time of my life, like God was more of a commander. Everybody was scared to go to hell, and I was a little bit like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it to heaven, so I'm not gonna even try, because it's like, I don't know. This is really structured and very commanding, and I'm just gonna be that silent person that's okay with going to hell, because I was kind of like a rebel from like age 12 to 17. I didn't care about what anybody had to say about me. I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and I think that's normal. It's funny because by the time I got back to the USA and living life and going through things after COVID, I hit a depression, and it was like I really needed to get closer to God. And I would pray to God that, hey God, can you please, create a relationship with me, you and I need to start praying to you more. And for some reasons, I just never felt like my prayers were ever answered. I never felt like God heard me and tried to bring us together. I expected that my prayer was said today, tomorrow God will answer it. But I didn't know that finding God, loving God, knowing who God is, it's a journey. It's a real journey. God is going to give you a reason. God is going to give you a lesson in your life that's going to make you find a path to God. And that's what God did to me 2023. I had to learn who God is because I really wanted him. It was not because of a fear of lack or a fear of going to hell. I just really needed God because I felt like he was the only one that could understand me. Even though I had this thought process that God was, this commander and everything, I still took the chance to understand God, and I found out that his commands, his rules and regulations is really just for us to have a clear passage to life. And if I did not try to create a bond with God, I would not know that, because I was a rebel. I really felt like God was just a commander. And I'm learning so much about him, and I want to connect even more. The second lesson I learned in 2023, do it under pressure. Do it all under pressure. You want to go to school? Do it under pressure. You want to do a business? Do it under pressure. You want to get money? Do it under pressure. You want to buy a house? Do it under pressure. If you ever are looking for a smooth time to do anything, you probably will never find that smooth time. It's crazy how we go through life and every time there is something going on. And if you really look at it, it has always been like the same cycle. It could be a financial issue. It could be a breakup issues. These things are there to like make you not work on yourself, make you say next year might be my year, next month might be my month. No, you have to go through it. If life is giving you bass boost, you give it bass boost back. Yes, we're not playing 2024. If you want to do a business, if everything's going chaotic, your finances is going chaotic, your love life is going chaotic, your friendship life is going chaotic, that plan has to be done. Because if it's not done, the cycle will still remain. And even if the cycle goes away, there's no proof that you elevated. If you are trying to elevate for 2024, you have to do it under the storm. I was having crisis over crisis over crisis. Hey, I still went to school. I started my business. I started creating content. I wore clothes that I love. I spent money on myself even when it seemed like I was going broke. I was not playing that shit. I was like, hey, life, you think you're gonna pull me down? Check again. Because I'm ruthless. You want to take this dollar away from me? I'm going to take it from you first. Go take it from the businessman. I just gave my money to the nail woman. Because you're not going to stop me from living life. You have to make the plan and fall through it. The devil will always put you in cycles to stop you from your journey. Stop you from achieving. Because putting you in cycles makes it easier for you to not accomplish things. You have to do it under pressure, even if it hurts. Because once you get that thing done, you don't even have to use it immediately. You don't probably have to use the business immediately. You probably don't even have to use, your heart. Maybe you got through a heartbreak or your lover left you. You don't have to enter a relationship immediately. But if you can conquer the heartbreak, if you can get through the foundation of the business, if you can get through school and, passing your class, hey, the next journey of your life, when you actually need to use that for yourself, you are healed. You are healed. You can use your business to, further your journey in life. You can use your heart to find the person that actually means well to you instead of you being in that pain and not healing and becoming bitter. Everything in this life is moving like this. Life is moving like this. But if you allow the devil keep you in cycles, you will see that you will just be remaining in the same place, stagnant, complaining about the same thing. And the people that are your friends, the people that you grew up with, they would have moved on. They would have been in a better position in their life. Meanwhile, you're still in the same place. Don't be that person. Elevate. Work on yourself even during the hell. No one is going to tell you that they're going through stuff. No one's going to tell you how bad it is for them. They're just going to show you their highlight. And then you're going to be like, oh my God, I really want my life to be like this. But you don't know how it is when they're waking up in the middle of the night, getting things done, doing business even when they're broke, healing from their heartbreak, creating a connection with God. You weren't there. You're just seeing a highlight. So make sure you put in the effort so you can have your highlight and use what you've done for yourself for the next journey of your life. Let's go into 3. God will take people away from you. God will take things away from you. And He will not give you a reason until when it's time for Him to show you why He took those things away from you. I was losing things left to right. People left to right. And I was wondering to myself, said, God, what's going on? I started even praying to God that, hey God, if you're going to take everything away from me, please don't take my apartment. Like, even if you're going to take the car, you're going to take everything, just shelter. Can I have shelter, please? Because I was not understanding what was going on. And it was still not going to be my season to understand what was going on because God was making ways for me. When I had certain type of friends in my life, when I had certain type of people in my life, I was highly distracted. I was highly distracted because I could not set boundaries for myself in order to do the things that can add value to my life. If my friends said, hey Destiny, I want to go out, you want to go out with me? I know that going out for me does not benefit me, but because I'm trying to make them happy, I will still go out. And what does that do for me? I don't accomplish anything. I won't work out. I won't do my business. I won't do anything productive for myself. And that will now lead me into being resentful towards people. So I was now this person who had good reasons, a good person, but I would just have bad energy because I was resentful. I could not create boundaries. I could not put myself first. I could not speak up for myself. And instead of people like understanding that, oh, Destiny will always say yes when she really means to say no, let me leave her alone. No, people don't work that way because everyone has their selfish interests and selfish gains, even if it's not to harm you. So what did God do to me? He took people out of my life so I can learn how to set boundaries and focus on what really matters and the goal. That's one thing that I had to recognize with myself, that hey Destiny, you don't know how to say no. You don't know how to put yourself first. I had to learn how to put myself first. I also had to learn why I needed certain people in my life, because it was almost like everybody had to be my friend. And honestly, everybody does not have to be your friend. Some people are acquaintance. Some people are best friends. Some people are just temporary. Some people are long-term friends. Some people are cycle friends. Some people are seasonal friends. And I had to learn that it's okay to have seasonal people, and it's okay to have lifelong people. But Destiny, I'm looking for the lifelong people, the people I can resonate with, people I can tell things to, people that I can make money with. We can plan and have goals together, because that's where I am. I don't need no temporary people in my life. I don't need it. I'm already an only child. I already do everything for myself. I don't need temporary people. And that's what I kept on telling God all through 2023. Even though he was taking people left, right, even I did not feel like getting closer to anybody either. It was like, this is not my season to be close to anybody. This is my season to elevate and add value to who I am supposed to be. Because the people I'm looking for, they're probably not in this area. They're probably not on this journey. They're probably not on this chapter. So let me work on myself so I can meet those people that can add value to my life. So when God is taking people away from you, you probably will not understand what is going on. But God will show you why he's taking those people away from you when it's time for you to put in the work. Let's go into number 4. Learn how to self-love and self-treat yourself. For a very long time, I was very resentful of people. I have to be honest, especially lovers, especially family members, because I just felt like my love language is gifting and experiences and quality time, you know, and I didn't feel like that was being offered to me, and that would make me very resentful because I also did not know that I can do those things for myself. So it was now becoming a thing of lack. I just did not have the things that made me happy. And I did not know that it is okay, it's not embarrassing, and it's not weird as a woman to do things for yourself that will make you happy. It's actually very attractive when you pour into yourself, when you add value to yourself, and you know, you are concerned about who you are. And it first started off with me, you know, going on dates and going solo dates and stuff like that, and buying outfits. And I started to do more of that, and I was like, okay, we're getting somewhere with this. And then later on, I started getting closer to God, and that was now another self-love that I added. I started buying myself flowers, and I didn't feel weird or awkward when I bought these flowers for myself. These flowers were like $30, $40, but it made me happy to do these things for myself because I was okay with not even doing more, like starting a business, like going back to school, like traveling. I would do all these things for myself, and it just made me so happy, because it was like, if you don't love me, or you don't want to love me the way I want to be loved, hey boo, this is no ego. You can leave. It's not a fight. It's not a thing of ego. It's not a thing of I'm a woman, or I'm a city girl, I'm trying to get it all. No. I just want people in my life that see me and see that I deserve beautiful things and beautiful experiences, because even if they're not in my life, I will do these things for myself. So if the evidence is there that I put in all this effort into myself, what is stopping you from putting effort into me? You get it? I didn't want to be that person that felt sad and confused about why people are not showing me the love the way I want to be loved. And I was also that girl that could not accept love. Like my friend, my ex-friends, they would literally try to celebrate my birthday. Tell me why I would say I don't want nothing for my birthday, and I would literally ghost everyone on my birthday, because I never experienced that as a child, being celebrated on my birthday. So I don't even want to fathom what is going to go down on that day. I would just rather be at home by myself than to even have an idea. But you know what? Never again. We are living. We are going to enjoy life. And that's where I am on my journey on self-care and self-love. And it's been dope. The last one I want to make mention of is controlling my emotions. Controlling your emotions. Look, I used to be mad. And when I am mad, I want to shout. I need to be heard. Because for a very long time, I felt like when people do things to me, they are purposely doing things to me, because I felt like people knew my strength. They knew what I would allow and what I won't allow. And for some reasons, I felt like a window. I felt like people can see right through me. So when people do things to me, I want to buck up, because you know I won't do that to you. You know I won't hurt you. So why would you do this to me, right? And I will allow all this sadness, all this anger come out, when to the point where if I am depressed, I am so depressed. And when I'm angry, I am so angry. And when I'm happy, I am all like, you know what? That happiness, let's take it out, because my happiness be like this, wonky. But all those negative energies, when it comes within me, I don't know how to manage. I did not know how to manage my emotions and how to control myself and how to not allow everything, take the best out of me. And it will linger. My pain will linger. How I felt will linger. I always just felt like I was being played. But I had to do a lot of work on learning how to control my emotions. I had to learn that it's all about me and it's not even about the next person, because I didn't like how I will self-destruct later, and then I will have to be the one to apologize even though someone else offended me. Now when I'm angry, I will hold it in, and I will resonate, and I will listen to myself. And if I have to walk away from a situation, I will walk away and revisit. If I'm sad, I'm going to purposely put on makeup, go out, have some fun, talk to my friends. I'm not going to put myself in that sad darkness to just linger and just stay there, because things won't get done. Life will keep on moving. The people that hurt you will still enjoy and live their life. So why will I be the one to be in emotional stress and heartbreak and everything else? No, we move. If I'm sad, I'm gonna be outside sad. And if I'm happy, we're gonna be outside happy. And if I'm angry, we're gonna tame our anger and we're going to enjoy our life. You can't allow your emotions to get the best of you, because this is not even about social interactions with people. This even has to do with you and your money. When you are sad, when you are depressed, you don't feel worthy. So you don't add value to who you are. You don't work on yourself. When you're angry, you destruct. Things that are important, you don't get them done because you're angry. You're in that moment. Nothing else matters but your anger. Things don't get done. And if you're going to be dealing with other people who also are striving for the best, they don't want to hear that you're in your emotions. That's the reason why things were not done. You're going to look nonchalant. You're going to look irresponsible. And that's something that if you are the girl that I'm talking to, if you're that girl, you never want to look like you're irresponsible or unreliable, because when you're in your emotions, all hell breaks loose. Look, you got to ask yourself sometimes, when people do some shit to you, you have to ask, is this person like necessary in my life? If they're not, you can let them go. And sometimes you can also look at this. Is this something that I have to tell this person, this is what you did to me, this is the reason why I cannot deal with you anymore? Or can we solve this? Sometimes you got to look at it. Is it worth it? If it's not, it's okay. Let them go. But you don't have to let them go and reminisce on that anger. You have to learn how to be able to like choose what emotion you're going to have and push everything else aside for your ability to work on yourself. So with everything that I have said, I hope that 2024 is the best year for you. I hope next year you accomplish everything you want. Next year you add value to who you are. Next year you put in the effort, and next year I see you and you see me, and we continue on this YouTube journey together. I am so excited to see how far we can go. I have so much knowledge to offer, and I am ready to go vlogging and witness Austin, Texas for what it is. I want to go to all the restaurants, all the activities, live life for 2024, and I want to do it with you. So welcome to Honey's Privacy, and thank you for staying and watching to the end, and I will see you next time. Bye. Leaving my heart, my mind, and my body. My body says